Welcome back. Girl, there's no back. This is my first video. It's my first video that I'm releasing. So I was diagnosed with a depressive disorder called PMDD. I won't get too much into that. If you want to get into that, you know, you got your friend ChatGPT, Google got you, you know, like, yeah. So I was diagnosed with PMDD. They gave me antidepressants. These antidepressants got me straight into the hospital. I mean, we tried everything. The smallest dose brought me into the hospital. Imagine having a mood disorder and antidepressants don't work for you. Any sort of them don't work for you. Because the antidepressants aren't working, medication isn't working for me. I'm in and out of the hospital. My PMDD goes into full-blown MDD. Okay, so I guess I do have to go into more depth and speak about PMDD, because I just said that my PMDD turned into full-blown MDD. So PMDD is a chronic mood disorder, which means it's reoccurring. The disorder lasts 2 weeks every single month. My PMDD went untreated, so instead of it only lasting 2 weeks each month, the symptoms became constant, never-ending mood symptoms. It developed y'all get what I mean, into major depressive disorder. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, let's get back into the video. I decided to take one last chance and go and see a positive psychologist. This is where the technique comes in. In the therapy appointment, I had learned something that I had not learned throughout all my appointments, and it is how to rewire your brain. This may sound dumb at first, because when my therapist told me, I kid you not, I laughed. I was like, there's no way this is gonna help me. Like, there is no way that this technique you're telling me about is gonna help me. It's basically to rewire your brain in being grateful. And there are 2 steps to this. So you rewire your brain in being grateful by doing 1, being very honest of what you're grateful about, which means not trying to take a negative thought and make it positive, but instead tapping into what you are indeed grateful about. And I will give examples on this. So that's the first thing. And the very second thing is to have anything in the present moment. So this cannot be you're grateful for in the past. It has to be something you're grateful for in the present moment. First example is, sometimes I'd be laying in bed, depression is hitting me, you know what I mean, like my mood disorder is mood disordering, okay? And so I'm in bed, wanting to kill myself, yeah, and I put that thought on hold. I don't try to erase it, I just put it on hold, and I say, you know what, first, what is something I can be grateful for in this present moment? And I gotta be honest about it. And so I can't be like, well, I'm grateful for this mood disorder, because we know that's not being honest. But I am like, I'm grateful for this soft blanket or this really comfortable pillow. I'm grateful for, sometimes my siblings are cooking for me, so I'm like, I'm grateful for my sisters and my brothers cooking for me in this moment. Sometimes I have like fuzzy socks on, or like warm fuzzy, do they call them fuzzy uzzies? Warm socks on, and I'm like, I'm grateful for the fact that I got these warm socks, you know? I basically just stop that thought and rewire my brain to focus on whatever I'm grateful for in that present moment. Now, like I said, present is key and honesty is key. We cannot be thinking about something from our past, like, oh, I'm grateful for that my ex used to like bake me cookies or something. Like, listen, sister, like, that does not work. Like, you cannot be, that can make you 10 times more depressed. So it gotta be something in your present moment. If there's no research backed up, I basically wouldn't really want to do it. But I was so down bad that like I was going to try the technique. It was a study done in 2016 where people who were already in therapy for clinical depression, so people who were diagnosed with depression, were split into 3 different groups. So one group just did therapy, okay, which was me prior to finding this technique. I was just doing therapy. Another group wrote about their struggles, which again was me. me at some point. So one group just did therapy, the other group did write about their struggles. We call that expressive writing. And writing about your struggles basically does still keep you in that kind of negative mindset, because you're writing about negative things. And one group talked about gratitude, and that was me when I figured out this technique. I mean, this gratitude group, in about 3 weeks they were doing better, and after 3 months they were doing even better than after the first 3 weeks. Like, I mean, what? It sounds simple, but it literally saved my life. Now I use this technique, and I also tell my friends who I know that do suffer with mood disorders, and they say that this helps them a lot as well. So I say, give it a try. I mean, it don't hurt to try at this point. Oh, what do these YouTubers say? Thanks for watching, their subscribe stuff. You know, it doesn't really matter. Like, if it helped you, that's all I want.